everyone, it's Luca Volpe here, and I'm so excited to present my lecture for the ALAKAZAM Academy. In my lecture, I'm going to share very strong and easy to do routines for stage and close-up. Plus, I'm going to share with you some very powerful emotional mentalism presentation that will allow you to connect very deeply with your audience. I really look forward to meet you all at the ALAKAZAM Academy. Ciao.
Hi guys, and welcome to our first live launch of 2023.
I literally, cannot wait for it. I'm not kidding. This is one I have been waiting for yonks. I'm not kidding. I am so excited for this. Literally, I've used it for probably, well,
a year or so?
Yeah, probably a year or so, and I cannot tell you how fun this is to use. It is sublime.
It's really, really good. Guys, you're going to love this. Before we get started, if you haven't done so already, hit the like, is it?
Yep.
On our Facebook, see that number go up. We're
It's actually
aiming
a follow
to get...
button now. It's changed.
Follow.
Yes.
So hit that follow button.
Yep.
We're aiming to get that to 100,000 by Harry's birthday. So if you haven't done so already, hit that follow button and you'll see that number go up. It's live and it's real time.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
So, first of all, thank you obviously for joining us. If you haven't done so already, please hit the share button or let your friends know. But this is an ALAKAZAM live launch, which means we are launching a brand new product to you guys. How does it work, I hear you ask? Well, I see you comment rather than hear you ask. Obviously, we're live now on Facebook and YouTube, so thank you everyone for joining us. At around about 1:15, well, maybe a little bit later, we'll do maybe 20 past, because we start we start a little bit later on. At 20 past, we will drop the live premiere of the trailer for the product we're releasing, which means it is then live. It's ready, it is now out. They're in stock, ready to go as well, so they'll be sent out first thing in the morning for you guys. And basically, it's just a fun.
Free worldwide shipping on it.
Yeah, no matter where you are in the world, free shipping on this product.
And I will say,
just killer.
We have only 75 in stock.
Yeah.
And that's it. And if we get more, it won't be for another few months.
Ages. Yeah. Honestly, there is a lot of work gone into this project, and the creator is a genius.
He is a genius.
He's a genius. He's a legend. You will definitely know who he is, and if you don't, then well.
So
going on
before we introduce the creator, just want to say you just saw a video by our good friend Luca Volpe,
yes,
who is coming here to the AlakazamM Academy on Thursday. You can get your tickets now for the online academy. They're at the special early bird price, and even if you can't make the time or day to watch it live, don't worry, because everyone that buys a ticket will be given a recording of the evening for you to keep forever.
Yeah, and honestly, it's one you're not going to want to miss. He's doing close-up mentalism, he's doing stage mentalism, he's doing a lot of stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's superb. Can't wait.
Superb.
Can't wait.
So, shall we introduce our special guest and the creator of this fantastic effect?
Yes, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jamie Dawes.
Woo!
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good.
You're like a little floating head there.
That's what he was like. I said the exact same thing to him on the deep dive.
Oh.
Just a little floating head.
How are you?
I at least a jacket on this time, so I looked a little bit away from the background.
Yeah, I like it. How are you though? Good?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very, very, very excited for this, because it's been such a long time coming now. When we think about when we first started talking about it, the fact that it's actually here and it's happening feels a little bit surreal.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that is something I need. Not I want to do, I need. And it's brilliant. Honestly, it's lived up to expectation. Every time I performed it, it's fun for me, fun for the audience, and it's always been something they comment on. You know, out of all the routines, that is one that they comment on and just say how much fun it was. It's so good.
We took some of these
in yourself as well to produce it, Harry, has been immense as well. Like the effort that you've gone to source everything, and it was your idea to like put it in its own case and everything, and then you sourced it all. So yeah, it's pretty amazing to see all of the effort that you've put in yourself to actually make it a thing.
Thanks. Well, it's fun, and like I said, it's a routine I knew I was going to do, so I wanted the best props possible. I wanted it as easy as possible, as realistic as possible. So yeah, I think we've done well. To the finished product, we're very happy with. Basically,
yeah,
very happy.
And we did take these to Blackpool. We took a few of our products that haven't been released yet. This was one of them. We sold out of these almost instantly because we did talk about it beforehand. And we didn't have many with us at Blackpool because the shipment hadn't arrived, or the full shipment. And so many people just called up and reserved one. In fact, more people wanted to reserve them than we actually had.
Yeah, and that
in
was
stock.
That was probably the one, because we had some stuff on show, and that was one where we had the most people sort of come up and say, "What is that?"
Yeah,
you know?
And the reason is the props are interesting.
Yeah, it's superb. They're brilliant. It is literally killer. And when I was talking to people about, we'll talk about it later on, all right? We're going to drop the trailer in about 4 minutes, and then I'll chat to people about sort of extra ideas that we had, because people obviously gave us questions and stuff, and it is stuff we thought about that can easily, given the props you're provided, can easily be added in if you want to go down this route, or if you have any questions about it. So yeah, it's killer. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Is this the first exclusively sort of stage parlor trick AlakazamMagicUK have put out for a little while as well?
I think so, yeah.
I remember the Paul Stockman envelope, which was sort of a stage parlor trick.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Is that Unbelievable? Or is that not that?
No, not Unbelievable. I've forgotten what it was called now. Impossible Envelope, I think.
It was great. Yeah, it was superb. But that was the last stage / parlor specific. That and maybe Tempest 2.
Yeah.
What, Cyclone?
Yeah.
Wow, that's...
Yeah.
What we're going to do is we're going to drop the trailer in a couple of minutes, and while we do that, the product will be set live on our website, and Harry's going to make his way to the other side of the studio where he has the props as well. So we're going to talk to you about those.
There is not, Zach, an after party.
Yeah, there's no after show tonight because the effect is sort of what it is. It's all sort of explained in the trailer. You'll see exactly what's going on, and then we're going to talk to you about it. So there isn't really an after show.
And this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while as well, where it's have something that you buy that and it's good to go. It's a full routine, ready to go straight out the box. And I think that is something that is needed. I think sometimes, obviously it's nice creating routines and things like that, but it's nice to go, do you know what, that is exactly a piece I want to perform, and you just get that and it's ready to go exactly as it is. Obviously you can put your spin on it, you can put your twist on it, but essentially everything is ready to go out the box. It's so good.
The other thing as well that's always worth mentioning, and that is whether you're a close-up performer or a stand-up performer, close-up performers should always have something on hand to perform to the whole room, you know, because you will get called up at some point to do that, whether you need to stand in to help out, whether they ask you, oh, would you mind doing something for the entire room. And I know my good friend Etienne always said to me, try and do something to the entire room before you leave, because that way everyone gets to hear your name again. You get your applause at the end, they understand you're leaving, and it cements it in their memory. Now, something like this effect, it's all compact, comes in its beautiful little case. Have that in your car, and that's your, 8 to 10 minutes at the end, and it's a fun routine. Imagine this routine playing at a wedding where everyone knows everyone. You've got the people up on stage with you. It's just full entertainment value. And
it's great.
The good thing, the clever thing about it as well, is the fact that the people you've got up on stage are sort of doing the entertainment for you.
Yeah, they are. It's so good. And it's the props are ones that you can leave in your car overnight. It doesn't matter. They're not going to get damaged. They're not going to get tarnished. They're not going to warp. Nothing. You can literally leave this in your car until you need it, and it's so easy to do. It doesn't matter if you haven't performed it in yonks.
Yeah.
You know, if that, it's the perfect one to keep in your car. But honestly, I think when you perform it once and when you see it, you will not leave it in your car. You will make sure that you add a section onto your booking to perform it. It's so fun and it is so powerful.
It really is. Well, I think we are almost ready for the trailer.
Yes.
It's a long trailer because it is a performance video as well, so you're going to understand exactly what the routine is.
Yep.
So, shall we take a look? Right, ladies and gentlemen, here's the world premiere. I say the world premiere, it's been on YouTube, but it's here. This is the live launch of Jamie Dawes' fantastic Bane.
Every performer is looking for that show-stopping, pack small, plays big routine that slots straight into their act and creates a lasting impression on their audience. Well, after 3 years of refinement and development, I'm excited to bring you Bane. I used to love Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes was my favourite until Alan Davies came out with a different character, a very Sherlock Holmes-esque character, and he was a magician who used to live in a windmill and he used to solve these incredible crimes. So someone is in a big room where there are no windows and there's only one door in and out, and someone's murdered with someone outside the door, and no one knows how that person was murdered because obviously there's no way in or out. One of you is about to die. Now, I know what you're thinking. When are we ever going to find ourselves in a locked room mystery? In a room without any windows and only one door in or... Oh, look. Perfect. Bane comes with its own gorgeous custom-made props and is housed in its own custom-designed carry case. Everything's ready to go out of the box and it even looks spectacular set up on stage. In your head now, I want you to think about who you would kill out of all of these. It's like a really dodgy blind date. It's great. So, I want you to pick one of these people, and in a moment you're going to poison them. Now, when I was thinking about them, I was thinking, how would I potentially make a locked room mystery, right? And here's my thinking. It would be really clever to poison someone, because you're nowhere near them, right? Now, an idiot would poison the drink they're drinking. Someone smart would allow the bartender to pour the drink, and you would poison something that goes in the drink. So, here in my pocket, I have the poison cherry. With built-in comedy, a thrilling hook, a fully fleshed out script, and a killer twist ending, Bane is the ultimate stand-up routine that takes the focus away from you and makes your audience the stars of the show. All I want you to do is to both say to me, I am dead. So, person number 3.
I am dead.
Number 4?
I am dead.
Number 4 was way too confident. I think that you are red cherry. I don't think that you are dead. Show everyone your red cherry. Red cherry? Perfect, excellent. Give him a round of applause. Take a seat. Now, if we've done this right, you're going to finish this off full circle. This crime is complete. Show everyone your gold cherry, good sir. Yes, excellent. The golden cherry. Thank you very much. Pop it on the table. If you're looking for a new routine that's ready to go out of the box and something that your audience will be talking about long after your performance, then look no further. Now, what I loved about Sherlock Holmes and what I loved about Alan Davies' version, the magician, is there was always a twist ending. And I love a twist ending. Because what would have been really clever is if you did poison someone's drink. But what would be cleverer is if you could convince someone else to kill on your behalf. Now, technically, if the police were to turn up now, I didn't kill anyone. I convinced you. You willfully went up there and got 4 people. You willfully went up there and then poisoned someone. I did nothing. I'm completely clean. You were the one that killed them. And although one did look dodgy, you still went for number 3. But what if I could prove that I really did convince you to go for person 3? That was the one that I wanted you to kill all along. What if I gave you a note at the very beginning, an alibi for me, in your hand? Read out what I wrote down as loud as you can for everyone.
I think you would poison victim number 3.
Excellent! Victim number 3, she did amazing. Thank you so much. Take a seat. My name is Jamie Dawes, and this is Bane.
Wow, there it is. It's Bane. So that is now on our website. Remember, we only have 75 units in stock at this time. So if you want one, grab one. So we've got Harry over the other side as well. He's got a unit there. Harry, if you want to bring the overhead in, just turn it on and I'll bring it in.
Should I? I'll quickly do that because you need to see. I want to just show you exactly what you get and everything, guys, because honestly, this has been an honour to put together. I'm not going to lie, I've had so much fun trying to find the bits and everything like that, and it's because I knew, obviously we take pride in everything we release, right, but I took this one personally, all right, because I knew this was going to be a routine I love to do, and so I wanted to make sure, of course, we had the best props possible, and I believe we have done that. So I will wait until we get the overhead just to show you guys because it's killer. First of all, it comes in this beautiful carry case, right? Look at that, custom carry case, Alakazam Magic, right, it's on there properly, no sticker, hard outer shell, all right? Hard outer shell, but I'm not being funny, that can go in the corner of your car boot. It's going to take up hardly any room, and you've got a 10-minute stage routine or parlour, whatever you want, stand up. It's just killer. All right, so every single thing you need for that routine fits inside this box, right? And it's going to be protected. As I said, it doesn't matter. It's not going to get dented. Nothing in there will get dented because the case is solid, and you can keep it in your boot forever. Basically, the cold won't ruin it. Nothing like that. You can leave it in there. It's absolutely fine. Then here we are. Look at that. So here's the case. Let me just neaten it out because it's frustrating me. Right, lovely. So here's the case. You open up the case and this is what you receive inside, okay? So your instruction card with your... No, what was that?
That was a crowd going, oh!
Oh, exactly, okay. So this is your instruction card. You also get your envelopes and predictions in there as well, all right? So you get everything. We printed it out for you. If you want to handwrite it, it's completely up to you. But yeah, so that's everything there. We then supply you with 2 sets of cherries. So in each routine, you will use 5. You'll use 4 red ones. And look how good these look, okay? These are fake cherries. However, we have sourced the best ones we could find. They look...
I'm going to put you on full screen for a minute, Harry.
Yep.
Because
definitely
a few people are asking.
So, as you can see, right, these cherries, I'm not kidding, all right? Now, they don't do it justice, the camera doesn't, right? But these look unbelievable, all right? So you get 8 in there. They're great size. And obviously, we supplied fake ones, so you can constantly use these rather than having real cherries, get bruised, leak liquid in them. You won't get any of that, obviously, because these are fake. These will last you forever, as long as you obviously handle them with care. But yeah, so you get 8 of those. And then you get 2 of these, all right? These are hand-painted golden cherries. Again, super nice. They look great. And on stage, okay, when you set this out, I have it exactly the same way Jamie does. I have my 4 cocktail shakers with the lids in front, with the cherries inside.
So, Harry, before you go on, I've had Darren Rotherham and I think Lee Alex, so they didn't, from the trailer, they didn't quite grasp what the routine is. So let me just explain what the routine is. So you talk about murder mystery, you have 4 cocktail shakers on the table. Each one of those shakers contains a red cherry.
Yes.
You get 4 volunteers up, they each stand behind a cocktail shaker. And you get someone else up who is going to be the murderer. So they're going to poison one of the cocktail shakers without anyone seeing, without you seeing, and even without the people, the 4 victims or prospective victims seeing. So she will come out, switch out one of the cherries, and now each victim will turn around, pick up their shaker and have a peep inside to see who holds the golden poisoned cherry.
Yes.
So at the moment, only the person that switched the cherry and only the person that has the cherry knows they've got it. You as the magician don't know. But now it's a bit like Karasuke. You can start telling them who's got the red cherry. Your job is to find out who's holding the golden cherry. But unlike Karasuke, you do know, so you're not making that weird judgment or the 50-50 at the end. You know exactly who it is. And after you've actually correctly identified the person that was going to be murdered, the person who done the murder opens up a prediction which they were given at the beginning, and you have correctly predicted who she would have chose as well. So I hope that makes sense. It's a bit like a Karasuke routine, but the great thing is, from my opinion, is you're getting so much entertainment value from the people up on stage. You know, that's the great thing, I think. You're getting 8 to 10 minutes out of this. So I'll put it back on to you, Harry. Hopefully that made sense.
Definitely. But obviously, if you guys have got any questions, then let us know, because this is an effect you need to be doing. So yeah, as I said, you get 2 sets of the cherries. So if anything was to happen, if you were to lose one or whatever, so a set of cherries is 4 red and 1 gold. All right. So we supply you.
I'm going back to overhead.
Awesome, Jim. Wicked, honestly, you're going to absolutely love this. So 2 sets of the cherries there. You got your predictions, your envelopes. We printed them out for you, but as I said, you can do whatever you like with them. And then you get these. All right. Now again, we sourced the perfect size cocktail shakers. Let me show you them. We didn't want them too big, but we wanted them big enough so they would obviously look nice and visible on stage. So you get 4 cocktail shakers and of course 4 corresponding lids. Now these are cocktail shakers that obviously you can't see through, but they're super shiny. They're a good size so you can see it on stage, but again, as I said, they're super easy to carry around. They all slot inside each other and then everything fits in the bag. So yeah, you get everything here that you need with it, and literally with these props on show here, you have got a 10-minute killer stand-up parlour routine that is guaranteed entertainment, guaranteed laughs. It's got many, to be fair, magical moments, because you can tell who is lying, who's faking a death, and you really get a lot of audience interaction. Every time I've done this, I've had someone fall to the floor, like pretending to die, and it's just killer. Everyone tries to one-up each other, and what I find great is it's perfect for all ages. Every time I do it, I try and get like a younger person, an older person, and then the others don't really matter. But it's always fun, because I always find the younger one's a little bit shy, like a teenager, a little bit shy, and then the old person will fall on the floor, and then the young person will try and up it when they get one last gasp and do it again. But honestly, again, as I said, I'm not really doing anything as a magician. I'm sitting back with the audience and I'm going, guys, what do you think of that one? Was that good acting or a bit EastEnders-like? What do you think about that one? Again, Jamie tells you a fantastic script in there as well, and it's killer. If you just
right, a couple of things, sorry. Yeah. Daniel Chard said, are they gimmicked in a way that's very easily damaged? The cocktail shakers are not gimmicked.
Correct.
So this effect will last you a lifetime.
Yeah, yeah.
It really will.
Yeah, as I said, I mean, I've used this
methodologically. Just to like say about the method. Methodologically, if anyone's seen any of my tricks, you'll know that I like really strong, powerful methods that are just simple. And what's amazing about this version, and the reason that I like this over other Karasuke style effects, is you are finished before the trick's begun without giving anything away. So everything's done before you even think it's happened, which is amazing. And there's nothing, everything's self-contained. What you're seeing on the table is everything that you need for this system to work. There's no, again, without giving methods away, there are no magnetic things or anything like that. There's no electronics that can go wrong. Yeah. It's a very to-the-point method that's not going to go wrong at all.
Yeah. And you are, you know, a lot of the cost in this, it is the props provided. I mean, that case alone, you know, is sort of a 25 quid case. So, you know, you are looking, those cocktail shakers are not cheap to find the right ones and get them in. So you are paying, not only are you paying for the routine and the rights to perform the routine and everything else from Jamie, but you're also getting beautiful props that really make up the price of the trick.
That's the thing, you know, and every time, like what you were saying at the start, you know, I start by having these. The good thing is, I have like a little table that I do if I do stand-up, and I performed this for a house party, and they were all police officers, funnily enough. And I said, right guys, I'm going to put together an effect for you, basically. And I performed this, and this one honestly just got killer reactions, right? At the end, they loved it. But literally, I had the cocktail shakers like this on the table. I think I actually had the lids on. 4 on the table. In fact, I'm just going to get it out so you can see exactly what it looks like. But it's engaging, you know. Everyone is thinking, oh, what's that? It keeps them engaged. It thinks, what are they going to do there? Or what's going to happen there? Sorry.
They capture the light beautifully. And what's also really nice is the cherries are glossed.
Yeah.
And I actually chose gloss cherries over matte cherries so that the light would also catch them. And then the gold cherry also catches the light as well. So even from the back of a large room, you can really clearly see what's going on with the red and the gold cherries and the way that they catch stage light as well.
100%,
and obviously all of the flasks catch the light as well, which looks amazing on stage. And then the other thing that I was going to say about it as well, and the thing that I'm most proud about this, believe it or not, is the story and the script that I've put together. This script has literally been tweaked and honed for the past 5 years or so now, and like a real murder mystery, your audience is catching up with what's happening. So you are almost saying something, and then the audience are allowed to put 2 and 2 together and go, oh, that's what he meant. So, like, one of my favourite things, there are a couple of jokes that I've put in there as well, but one of my favourite lines is, at the beginning, you talk about lock room mystery, and you say, lock room mysteries are really interesting because there's a room, and there are no windows, and there's only one door in and out, and there could be someone outside the room, and someone's murdered in the room, and the person that's outside the room goes in, sees the person murdered, but there's no one else in there. So the question is, how did this person get murdered in the room? And when I was a kid, I was a little bit weird, and I thought, I wonder if I could make up my own lock room mystery so that I could find ways to kill my teachers. And that's the first jokey line, which gets a laugh. It's a silly little line. But then at this point, you've set up the premise of what's about to happen, but you're about to put them in the situation. And that's what I love about the opening script, because then you say to them, so I always thought, what if I ever found myself in a locked room mystery, but I'm never going to find myself in a room with no windows and only one door, and then, oh, we're in a theatre. So there are no windows. There's only one door in and out. That means one of you is about to die. So not only have they now caught up with the concept of what's going on, which is super smart, I think, but you now get that lovely moment where everyone is collectively on the same track. They all realise what's about to happen. You have that wonderful line of one of you's about to die, which you see in the trailer. People laugh at that. And someone did mention about the full performance. So I think it was Andy Blade mentioned, why is there no full performance? That literally is the full performance. So the only things that have been cut out of there is the deaths of the spectators. So basically each spectator dies in their own way. And after each death, I have a silly line like Harry mentioned. Like, maybe that's a bit of EastEnders. I saw that one on Hollyoak. Oh, and I thought that one was really realistic. I nearly called an ambulance myself, etc., etc. But other than that, everything else is just like little presentational bits. What you see in the trailer is literally the full trick. There's nothing that's taken away. The spectator literally goes up, selects one by placing the golden cherry in, puts the lids on, everyone peeks, she sits down with her prediction, you go through the process of them all dying, and then everything is revealed at the end. That is literally the full performance. The only reason that the full performance isn't in the trailer is it's 11 minutes long, and that's a blinking long trailer. So we wanted to keep the fine points in there without giving everything away, obviously, because
But when
you're
they-
buying a trick like this, you're buying the performance notes as well. Sorry, Pete.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, when they actually buy it, when they watch the instructional video, there is, I believe, the full performance on there, so they can follow the script and everything else.
Also, I will say, when I perform it, I talk about Netflix and talk about the crime documentaries and things like that. And so it's very easily adaptable to whatever your performance style is. Another great thing about it as well is you don't have to do it on murder. You don't have to base it on murder. You know, we talk about like a bank night routine or a first dates, like a first date idea where people have to give their best one-liners. And like I said, you're not the star of this effect, which is nice because you can do great things. This is a great effect to have because it takes up a lot of time, but it's so fun along the way. You know, they're having fun, they're laughing. At the end of the day, we're entertainers, yet the magic is still super strong in it. And it keeps it fun for you. You know, you don't know how people are going to react. You might have one group where they say something funny, and you make sure that they say that in the next time you do it. You know, and it's one of the ones where people are just funny. You know, we went and saw the David Copperfield show a few years ago, and one of the funniest parts of it was the people interacting with it, you know, because you don't know how people are going to act. And when you're not there, I feel like people find it more acceptable to laugh out loud and express themselves more because it's not an entertainer on the stage, it's one of their fellow friends, you know, or someone in the audience, someone on their team as such. And yeah, I have so much fun performing this. And as Jamie said,
great as well.
Yeah, as Jamie said, everything's done right at the start. There's nothing that can go wrong. And literally, with these here, everything you're seeing here, playing dominoes, everything you're seeing here is is like a 5 spectator involvement, 10-minute stage routine. It's killer. It's so good. And for no work. There's literally, you're not doing anything but having fun.
And what Jamie said as well, is a key point, and another thing I really like about it, which is the fact that your job is over before they're aware it's even started.
Yep.
You're so far ahead, aren't you?
Yeah. They can't backtrack as well. They can't backtrack. There's nowhere to go, and it's great because again, when I perform it, I make sure that the audience don't see what shaker the cherry goes into. So again, I'm sort of bantering back and forth with them, and we're like, God, what do you think? That one on the left looks a bit dodgy, doesn't they? And they'll always play up to it, you know, they'll always have fun. And so, like Jane was saying, the audience are keeping up and they're learning about the story unfolding as you sort of tell the story.
The other thing,
I love it.
The other thing that you could do, just to twist it slightly, is, you know, if you wanted to, you could have the person with the golden cherry actually being a murderer. So you're going to play the part of a detective.
Yep.
So, you know, you ask them the questions and everything else. And, you know, you've got to remember that Darren Brown performed Karasuke on his stage show for hundreds and thousands of people. And that was a standard Karasuke. I'm sure if this version was out, he would have opted for something more like this, that's got such a fun premise.
Yeah, it's superb. And as we were saying, you know, there's so many moments of magic. First of all, you've got 3 or 4 moments of magic when you're predicting who has been killed. So first of all, by eliminating someone, that's impressive. You haven't got the cherry, that's 1. You haven't got the cherry, that's 2. You haven't got the golden cherry, that's 3. You have, that's 4. And then you've got an unbelievable routine or a reveal at the end, which no one sees coming. Yet when they think back, you have preempted it the whole time. It's honestly, it's just killer. It's so fun. It's a lengthy routine, but it's not wordy, which is what I love as well.
Yeah.
Nope. I was going to say, as a little addition, I haven't even told Pete or Harry this. So one thing that I did start playing with or toying with is to extend the routine even more. And me and Pete were talking ages ago that this is basically, not only is it a bank night / Karasuke, it also has remnants of a chair test in it.
Yeah.
We were talking about different methods and stuff, and I realised one trick that I already do is Forgive me the name, Pete. The staple gun roulette.
Oh yeah, it's called
Risk.
Risk. Yeah.
Yes. So risk. The idea would be that you say. So you tell the story and you say, but the truth is, the guy knew that he was going to be poisoned. One of you know that you're about to be poisoned, and you actually went to get your own back. So here I've got some staple guns, and we're going to load one of them, and you get them to load one, and then they're mixed up, and then the person is selected, and the killer gives each one a random gun as well, and then each time someone's eliminated, you get them to put the staple gun to your head, and you say, I know that it's fine, I know that you're not going to get me, and then you get like an extra layer, because there's another thing at the end. You can show that the staple gun that the person that was killed really did have was them, so they were going to come and get revenge, and then you can work that into the revelation that you've given the lady at the beginning as well. So there are loads of different ways to mix other routines in to make it something even bigger. And we even spoke about like getting them, dressing them up.
I was going to say that.
Yeah,
not YMCA-esque, not like that, but just like with wigs and
but
stuff.
if you followed like a Cluedo sort of route, you could name them as like Miss Scarlet, Reverend Green, and then you give them all something that's going to represent their character. The other thing that's worth saying as well, and it will only really work if you do any sort of predictions chest and if you've got an offstage helper. But the thing is, it would be so easy if you were going to play the part of a detective. Now, you instantly know who's got the golden cherry, who's going to be the murderer. Now, that's very easily notified to your offstage helper. So the person you interview second, they will know that's the murderer. So what you do is you go up to your first person, you say, right, I'm the detective, I'm going to ask you some questions. If you were a murderer, what would your murderer's name be? And then you write it down. How would you kill your victims? Write it down and all this. So your helper off stage will know that the first person is irrelevant. The second person you go to, he'll know he'll have to make the notes. Now you have predicted who done the murder, what his name was, what he done it with, and everything else.
That's so good.
This could play so much bigger.
Great.
Well, I already do it. Oh, gone.
What's really interesting, just to say, what's really interesting about what Pete's just said that I've only just realised is, because of the method, what Pete just said about an offhand helper, you literally, the actual performer doesn't actually need to know anything at any point if you don't want them to. Because the method means that your assistant could come on, take a table off or whatever, and they will know everything straight away.
Yeah.
And it will look so nonchalant from the public's point of view. Yeah, that's brilliant.
It's killer.
Really, really cool.
I mean, I already do like a confab where it ends like in an envelope in my wallet, and I mean for that it would be so easy, if you were to get the murderer, you could have what would your murder name be?
Actually, that's a great idea, just doing it as a one-man confabulation.
Yeah, how much you've got a bounty on your head, how much was it, how much are you getting paid to kill this person, you know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, later on, I haven't got time this week, but next week I'll write a script with that in mind. So whether you're going to do it as a one-man confabulation or whether you're going to do it as an offstage helper, I'll tell you how to frame the routine, and how to script it. I'll write out a script to what's going on. I'll base it on like a Cluedo sort of dinner party thing. You, the performer, will be the detective, and you're either, like Harry said, you're going to use your own one-man confabulation, or you're going to use an offstage assistant, and then we'll provide that as a PDF for everyone that's purchased the effect.
But I honestly think this is... It's my favourite thing, Jamie, you've ever released, I think, first of all. I think I love the other stuff, but I've been looking for... If I'm being honest with you, I'm a lazy magician, all right? And this is perfect for me because I saw it and I was like, that's what I need. I want to do that. And literally everything is ready to go out the box. I haven't got to do anything. It's so fun. And like you said, I probably will get people dressed up. I haven't done that before, but I probably will. I'll put a wig on a man or like one of them whatever it is. I don't. What is it called?
What, cape?
No, not cape. Like a feather thing. What the guys?
Feather boa.
Yeah, like that, and just get each of them to have a new personality, you know, and act up to how they're looking. And I just think it'd be fun. I just
love that Harry Nardi genuinely just pretended like he didn't know what a feather boa was.
I didn't honestly.
You should see his bedroom. Literally tons of them in there.
That's a great idea from Lee Alex.
Yeah.
Go for a James Bond theme, swap the cherries for olives, green olives and black olives, and they can be like 4 James Bond villains.
Yeah.
You know, that's great.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's wicked.
And again, there's so much to, if you are going to do it on the murder theme as well, a few people said that, why is it only 4? Why do you only have 4 cocktail shakers? And I would only do it with 4 anyway, because I think it's the perfect amount of time. I think it's strong enough with 4 people. I think it can, if you have more than 4, I think maybe it could drag on a little bit. But if you did want to do that, the fact that cocktail shakers are ungimmicked, you can easily, if you want to, add in, for example, I don't know, just like a cup with a lid, like a different one that stands out odd. And if there is a murderer there, you can say, now, is it too obvious to go for the one that's the odd one out, or you're going to mix it amongst the uniformed cocktail shakers? Yeah. And that way, if you did want, I wouldn't personally do it that way, but if you did want more than 4 people involved, you could easily add in like a mug, an upside down mug. Now, would you put it under the mug to throw people off? You know, it's like a casual thing or whatever. Yeah. But you can add things in if you want to.
And we could, most probably, if someone wanted an extra cocktail shaker, we could most probably get some spares in, and you're getting enough cherries to have 5.
Yeah.
So it's only the shaker you need.
Well, I was thinking of ways that you could do this for kids, and I had a really good idea, but I don't know if it would work. So, caveat: I've not tried this; it's only an idea. So I had an idea of changing the cups for, like, you know, sippy cups, or changing them for paper bags, and doing a thing with so each bag has got sweets in, or each cup has got sweets in, and then you ask someone to change it for a sour sweet, and all of the kids have to take the sweet out and eat it, but all of them have to pretend like it's sour, and your job is to work out who's not faking that it's sour and who is faking that it's sour, which I thought was a really nice concept as well. Yeah. But obviously, if you're getting people to eat stuff, you need to make sure there's allergens and stuff like that. But of course. I thought that was a really nice idea as well.
I also have one which is basically the same, but it just uses Haribo. So one person's got like the egg, and they all have to pretend that they're eating like a rotten egg. You know, like they don't actually eat it, but inside there is one little rotten egg or something.
So, shall we play the trailer once more?
Yeah.
Yeah? Lee Alex also said protein drink cups.
Yes,
would work.
protein shakers, yeah.
Right, so we are going to drop the trailer once more. So let's have.
Also, I will just say, guys, when you watch this, really think, because it's so easily adaptable. You know, don't just think it's just to do a poison. You know, you don't even have to use the cherries. We supply the cherries. They look wicked. They're engaging. They're fun. Easy to see. But you can, like Jamie said, switch it out. Have fun. If it's children, you can do it like that. You can include risk, like Jamie said. So really think about which way you can go down, or which route you want to go down with, because you can do tons. It's brilliant.
Yep. Okay. So let's hit the trailer once more.
Every performer is looking for that show-stopping, pack small, plays big routine that slots straight into their act and creates a lasting impression on their audience. Well, after 3 years of refinement and development, I'm excited to bring you Bane. I used to love Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes was my favourite until Alan Davies came out with a different character, a very Sherlock Holmes-esque character, and he was a magician who used to live in a windmill, and he used to solve these incredible crimes. So someone is in a big room where there are no windows and there's only one door in and out, and someone's murdered with someone outside the door, and no one knows how that person was murdered because obviously there's no way in or out. One of you is about to die. Now, I know what you're thinking. When are we ever going to find ourselves in a locked room mystery? In a room without any windows and only one door in or... Oh, look. Perfect. Bane comes with its own gorgeous custom-made props and is housed in its own custom-designed carry case. Everything's ready to go out of the box, and it even looks spectacular set up on stage. In your head now, I want you to think about who you would kill out of all of these. It's like a really dodgy blind date. It's great. So, I want you to pick one of these people, and in a moment you're going to poison them. Now, when I was thinking about them, I was thinking, how would I potentially make a lock room mystery, right? And here's my thinking. It'd be really clever to poison someone, because you're nowhere near them, right? Now, an idiot would poison the drink they're drinking. Someone smart would allow the bartender to pour the drink, and you would poison something that goes in the drink. So, here in my pocket, I have the poison cherry. With built-in comedy, a thrilling hook, a fully fleshed out script, and a killer twist ending, Bane is the ultimate stand-up routine that takes the focus away from you and makes your audience the stars of the show. All I want you to do is to both say to me, I am dead. So person number 3.
I am dead.
Number 4.
I am dead.
Number 4 was way too confident. I think that you are red cherry. I don't think that you are dead. Show everyone your red cherry. Red cherry? Perfect, excellent. Give him a round of applause. Take a seat. Now, if we've done this right, you're going to finish this off full circle. This crime is complete. Show everyone your gold cherry, good sir. Yes, excellent. The golden cherry. Thank you very much. Pop it on the table. If you're looking for a new routine that's ready to go out of the box and something that your audience will be talking about long after your performance, then look no further. Now, what I loved about Sherlock Holmes and what I loved about Alan Davies's version, the Magician, is there was always a twist ending. And I love a twist ending. Because what would have been really clever is if you did poison someone's drink. But what would be cleverer is if you could convince someone else to kill on your behalf. Now, technically, if the police were to turn up now, I didn't kill anyone. I convinced you. You willfully went up there and got 4 people. You willfully went up there and then poisoned someone. I did nothing. I'm completely clean. You were the one that killed them. And although one did look dodgy, you still went for number 3. But what if I could prove that I really did convince you to go for person 3? That was the one that I wanted you to kill all along. What if I gave you a note at the very beginning, an alibi for me, in your hand? Read out what I wrote down as loud as you can for everyone.
I think you would poison victim number 3.
Excellent! Victim number 3, she did amazing. Thank you so much. Take a seat. My name is Jamie Dawes, and this is Bane.
So, check out this comment by Anthony Hawkins as well. Got mine at Blackpool Magic, performed it at a police reunion as I'm a retired police officer with 2 additions and some rescripting. I can tell you how well it was received. I can't tell you how well it was received. Yours, Jamie.
It's so good.
Awesome.
It's killer. It's so fun. And
it's literally killer. It's a killer routine. It's about killers. What was I going to say? I was just going to say, I hope that what I really want is that trailer for you to hopefully see the reactions, because that was filmed at the Magic Circle, and I've done that routine quite a few times there. But there are times that you can hear the laughter during the jokes, and what I like, you can see the guy's reaction when he does his death.
Yeah.
I remember that performance, and one of the women, I think, overreacted, and I'm sure her cocktail shaker spilled open and revealed who she was, which is why she wasn't there. And then obviously the older guy, I had to make sure that he didn't fall on the floor because we may lose him for real. So I had to be really careful about scripting all of that. But you can see the woman's reaction at the end. So when I'm explaining, you know, I didn't do anything. You're the one that went and did it. You got the people. You poisoned them. I'm not complicit. You are. You can see her face, and she sort of goes, "Oh God, yeah, I am." And that's what I mean about the script that I've put together. It's everything's being drip fed, and the audience are being allowed to come along for the journey, which I think is such a nice thing. And I think it was actually Darren Brown that said in one of his interviews, he said, as he's progressed through his career, it's not about him anymore. It's always about the audience and the audience experience. And that's sort of an ethos that I've gone through going forward. I think it's about, and it's the same with bizarre stuff though, isn't it? It's always about the experience of the spectators and the audience for me. It's not really about me. I don't really care. So yeah, hopefully if you watch the trailer back, just look at some of the reactions and look at some of the laughs. And you have to think that that's only 4 minutes of a 10-minute routine where there are loads more jokes. Yeah. Harry mentioned the Netflix thing. That's the closing joke. I say to them, I look forward to the Netflix documentary next year. Yeah. So there's loads of really topical things built in there as well. Loads of jokes in there. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it.
It's just great. And what I love as well is, again, this is fantastic for sort of house parties if you're doing it like that, where I actually make sure, well, this is always with me anyway, like obviously I don't, it's not my everyday carry, right, but it's in my car ready to go, right? But what's great about this is if you're ever at the gig where there's not many people and you've got a longer duration of time as well, this is the perfect effect to do. Now, I done this, it was like a country house, and the scene, to be fair, the front room was amazing. It had a fireplace and it really looked like it could be the home of a murder mystery. And what I love is the dirty work, like Jane was saying, is it's not even dirty work, right? But the stuff you need to do is done right at the start, all right? You've got nothing else to worry about. And then I got the people up, and I then went and sat on the sofa with the rest of the guys there, you know, just sitting. And we was having so much fun, you know, just watching them have fun. And we're just like, right, no, oh, no, you go again, you do it. Do you know what I mean? Have a look, right? You go one more time. Do you think it's them? And you can easily, like, sway it, where if they go, no, I don't, no, it's not them, is it? I'd go, no, I think you're right. I don't think it is them. Take out the red chair. Do you know what I mean? And you just have so much fun. You break the barrier between performer and audience with this one, because the audience is up there. They're doing the magic. They're having the fun, and you're sort of just a cog in the whole thing coming together. Yet at the end, of course, you have got a killer one. You regain it. You regain the focus, and of course, there is a killer ending that no one sees happening. And again, it leads it on to, you can do it as a closer. For me, I put it in the middle. I don't open with it, and then I do one more thing to close the show. However, if I was to, now that we were talking about the confab thing, I will probably do the one-man confab routine and close with this. You know, I would do that, have an envelope, and then I'd say, now, before I come out here, I had an envelope, and on it had the name of someone I've been looking for. I have got a murderer's name on here. I've got an amount they're wanted for or whatever, and I've got the place they're going to commit the crime. And so just like that, that is now a perfect ending to any stand-up routine. I'm excited to do that. It's like a new trick now.
I really, I always said that I would love to, and this is one thing. So one of my dreams is to have my own magic theatre-esque sort of place. But I've always wanted to do like a magic murder mystery evening. So the idea would be that all of the actors come out and they're all amongst you, but then like when the moment comes for someone to die, that's all done through like a really theatrical magic trick where all the lights go out, and then when they come on, someone's dead, and then they go out, and then someone disappears or something like that. And then I thought this would be a great way to introduce a murder mystery evening, and this is how that person dies. So you could get everyone up and interacting and into the flow of things. And remember, everyone would be ready dressed up as well. So it would be even better if everyone was up and you were like the actor presenting it. And then, you know, one of you is going to die through alcohol poisoning, specifically this cherry, and then go into the performance. I think it would just be the best way to introduce a murder mystery evening. I would love it so much. Yeah,
I mean, as well, every time I look at it, the golden cherry looks so good. I always think of it as like the golden snitch, and you could even do that. You know, you could just get. So yeah, but it's true though, isn't it? You can literally tweak it to whatever you want. That is from Harry Potter, I will just say. But if anyone didn't know, but you can literally tweak it to whatever you like, and it's such a good routine. And like I said, we've been sort of trying to get this together and where it is now for about a year now. And it has taken a hell of a long time, but it is now ready. And anyone who's picked it up so far, I don't know if you can shout some people out who have grabbed it so far, but honestly, you have got a wicked routine that will be sent out tomorrow for you. Free worldwide shipping, I will. I'll just say that as well.
So we've had a big shout out to Alex Clark.
Yeah.
Chris Antonio.
Yeah.
We have got Christopher Brown, I think, Daniel Shard, Tony Mann.
Yeah.
We have got, who else we got here? Robert Six.
Yeah.
Jamie Scotland, Jackie Black.
Yeah, thank
Scott
you.
Clark.
Thank you everyone who has
Loads of
picked
people.
one up. Yeah, honestly, I can't express enough how much I love this effect. And literally, I was talking to people at Blackpool about it non-stop because it's just fantastic. And when you perform a routine yourself and you know how strong it is, you kind of don't want other people to do it, but you want them to because it's so fun. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is one of those
That's
effects.
where I was at with it. I really ummed and ahed about releasing this properly. I was happy for but what people won't realise is a lot of the time when I create tricks, I make 1 or 2 extras for friends, close friends, so that they can try it as well. And I think it was Harry who was the first one that asked me for if I could make one for him. I was like, yeah, absolutely. And then when he came back and said his experience of it, we were both like, maybe it is something that's worth putting out for other people. Yeah. Because part of you's like, I think it is so good that it's a great one for the world to see. This has to go out. This has to go out in the world and people to enjoy it as much as I am. I feel a little bit selfish sometimes not doing it that way.
That's true, but...
So yeah, hopefully you would enjoy it.
Question just come in from Gert. Is it language sensitive? Not at all. You just write your own prediction.
Yeah.
And to be fair, if it was me, we do supply you with predictions anyway, but I would write them.
Yeah.
It's going to take you 5 minutes and you can get them looking exactly how you want, whether you want to age the paper, whether you want to do it in a nice sort of calligraphy sort of style of writing, whatever you want to do. It will take you 10 minutes and then you're set.
Yeah.
And it's 10 minutes that you don't have to repeat again. It's a one-time setup unless you want to give the prediction away. That's the nice thing about writing them as well. You can give the prediction away at the end. Which is quite a nice little touch.
Yeah.
It'll cost you pennies. But it is, Jamie, it's a great thing. I know this is a centrepiece of your act. And like we said, just from the experience at Blackpool, by having the cocktail shakers behind us, the amount of people that come up and said, what's that?
Yeah.
Because it's interesting. And that's what you want when you're performing. You want stuff that's going to draw their attention. And like you said, if it's set, and I think you said this to me before, Jamie, when you do it, it's set up before you even walk out on stage. The cocktail shakers are there and it draws their attention. It's an interesting thing for them to look at and start talking about and thinking about.
Massively. As well, I will just say it doesn't really matter because you're not going to instantly repeat this, but the reset is seconds. Literally put the cherry, do you know what I mean? It's seconds reset. It's not a complicated reset either, of course, which is nice if you are doing stage shows. You've got loads of other stuff to worry about. This will take you 2 minutes. It won't take you, it'll literally take you 10 seconds.
Remember to get the blinking cherries back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I forgot the cherries so many times.
Yeah.
That's why we supply you with 2 sets.
Yeah, just in case. But
yeah, because of me.
I actually have always got the cherry back, I will just say. So I have still got another fresh set waiting if ever I need it. But honestly, guys, this routine is killer. It's brilliant. It's all in here, ready to go, and it's literally a cheat code. I've always wanted to have a stage piece that is just perfect, and I think, to be fair, this is it. It's always going to be in my stand-up act, I think, because it's always fun. It's always different because you've got different people involved, so it's fun for you as the performer. It's fun for the spectators. There's literally, I can't actually fault it. I'm not going to lie. It's one of them routines where you can't fault it. It's multiple spectators. It's so easy. There's no memory work. You don't have to do anything like that. You just have fun. You're not even on stage for half the time. You know what I mean? It's just brilliant. It's so good.
Yeah. So guys, we're going to be wrapping this up soon. I want to thank everyone that's purchased it, but I think what we'll do is we'll play, we've had a few people leave messages saying, oh, tuned in too late, everything else. We're going to play the trailer once more.
Yeah.
Then we're going to come back, we'll say our goodbyes, we'll answer any questions, and then we'll say our goodbyes. So let's hit the trailer once more. And let me get that here.
It's so good. And remember guys, we've got limited stock of these, and once they're gone, it will be like a good couple of months before they're back in, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay, here we go with the trailer.
Every performer is looking for that show-stopping, pack small, plays big routine that slots straight into their act and creates a lasting impression on their audience. Well, after 3 years of refinement and development, I'm excited to bring you Bane. I used to love Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes was my favourite until Alan Davies came out with a different character, a very Sherlock Holmes-esque character, and he was a magician who used to live in a windmill and he used to solve these incredible crimes. So someone is in a big room where there are no windows and there's only one door in and out, and someone's murdered with someone outside the door, and no one knows how that person was murdered because obviously there's no way in or out. One of you is about to die. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. When are we ever going to find ourselves in a locked room mystery? In a room without any windows and only one door in or... Oh, look. Perfect. Bane comes with its own gorgeous custom-made props and is housed in its own custom-designed carry case. Everything's ready to go out of the box, and it even looks spectacular set up on stage. In your head now, I want you to think about who you would kill out of all of these. It's like a really dodgy blind date. It's great. So, I want you to pick one of these people, and in a moment you're going to poison them. Now, when I was thinking about them, I was thinking, how would I potentially make a locked room mystery, right? And here's my thinking. It would be really clever to poison someone, because you're nowhere near them, right? Now, an idiot would poison the drink they're drinking. Someone smart would allow the bartender to pour the drink, and you would poison something that goes in the drink. So, here in my pocket, I have the poison cherry. With built-in comedy, a thrilling hook, a fully fleshed out script, and a killer twist ending, Bane is the ultimate stand-up routine that takes the focus away from you and makes your audience the stars of the show. All I want you to do is to both say to me, I am dead. So, person number 3.
I am dead.
Number 4?
I am dead.
Number 4 was way too confident. I think that you are red cherry. I don't think that you are dead. Show everyone your red cherry. Red cherry? Perfect, excellent. Give him a round of applause. Take a seat. Now, if we've done this right, you're going to finish this off full circle. This crime is complete. Show everyone your gold cherry, good sir. Yes, excellent. The golden cherry. Thank you very much. Pop it on the table. If you're looking for a new routine that's ready to go out of the box and something that your audience will be talking about long after your performance, then look no further. Now, what I loved about Sherlock Holmes and what I loved about Alan Davies' version, the Magician, is there was always a twist ending. And I love a twist ending. Because what would have been really clever is if you did poison someone's drink. But what would be cleverer is if you could convince someone else to kill on your behalf. Now, technically, if the police were to turn up now, I didn't kill anyone. I convinced you. You willfully went up there and got 4 people. You willfully went up there and then poisoned someone. I did nothing. I'm completely clean. You were the one that killed them. And although one did look dodgy, you still went for number 3. But what if I could prove that I really did convince you to go for person 3? That was the one that I wanted you to kill all along. What if I gave you a note at the very beginning, an alibi for me, in your hand? Read out what I wrote down as loud as you can for everyone.
I think you will poison victim number 3.
Excellent! Victim number 3, she did amazing. Thank you so much. Take a seat. My name is Jamie Dawes, and this is Bane.
Right. So we had this question in from Todd, who has joined us very, very late indeed. So Todd, just to give you the lowdown, you get literally everything you need to perform this effect inside its own custom carry case.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do it straight out of the box, you can.
So inside you get all of the cocktail shakers you'll need. So you get 4 cocktail shakers. Again, we went through so many sizes. These are the best ones. So all the shakers, of course, you get the lids to go on top as well. So you get all those with it. And you also get supply you envelopes and printed predictions already. So literally even the predictions we've done for you. And also you get 2 sets of the cherries. So you get 8 of these cherries. These are fake red cherries, but honestly they look so good. I literally want to eat that right now. But they look brilliant, they're visible, and Jamie chose the gloss ones because they're more visible and they just look fantastic, and it makes it look a bit more executive. And also you get these hand painted golden cherries as well, so you get 2 of those in there, and they are the poisonous ones. So you get 8 red cherries, 2 gold cherries, 4 cocktail shakers, and the carry case itself, which has fantastic storage up here as well, so you can store pens, cards, whatever you want up there as well. So in reality, your whole standard packs could fit in this bag, because if you have flat stuff in there, you know, if you have a jumbo brainwave, whack it in there, some other stuff, and you're sorted.
Yep. And like I said, it's ready to form straight out of the box. If it was me, I would rewrite the predictions and personalise them a bit more towards you, but if you don't want to, you're ready to go straight out of the box. So
That's funny.
what's that?
Scott says only bought it for the ALAKAZAM case. Honestly, it's so good. I'm not kidding. I literally love this routine, and that's what it is. It's literally a routine in a box. You're buying a routine ready to go straight out, and we don't release a lot of stand-up parlor routines like this, and it's good. It's different. It's not cards. It's not coins. It's fun. It's cocktail shakers. It's not a chop cup. It's not. Do you know what I mean? It's different. It's modern, which is nice.
And the thing is, you know, you don't get very many stand-up routines of this calibre for this price. I mean, £125 for a 10-minute stand-up act. I mean, the people that were buying this at Blackpool were professionals. Yeah. And as soon as they saw the trailer, as soon as they knew it was 10 minutes, they said, you're giving it away. You know, for that sort of price, you're giving it away.
We spoke to, and we wasn't sure on the pricing because we wanted it to be available to sort of a larger amount of people, and we tried to keep the cost as low as possible because we do want people performing it. But when we did ask people about the price, all of them, we didn't even say what we were going to sell it for. We just said, how much would you purchase this for? Because I performed in the shop for Nemad Phoenix, and he said he would happily pay pretty much double what this is now, because it is a 10-minute routine ready to go. You haven't got to do anything. You get all the props ready to go in its carry case. So it's just, honestly, it's so good. I love it, and it's free worldwide shipping as well because of the pricing point. I'm gonna get is killer.
I'm gonna get Harry looking into this, Chris.
I'll have a look. We are gonna get new t-shirts.
We're getting ALAKAZAM t-shirts. For our merch. And also Chris asked the question earlier about VIPs and do they get a VIP pack. Yes, they are. They're not ready yet, but all VIPs will get a membership card. They're going to get a VIP mug, may even get the t-shirt thrown in. But you do get, as a VIP, you get extra benefits as well, which will let you know you're going to go on your own mailing list. This is all something we're sorting out, should be ready in a couple of months. But we are looking at getting these t-shirts done, and the great thing about the AlakazamMagicUK t-shirts is if you wear one at a convention that we're at, you will instantly get a 10% discount on your purchase just by wearing the t-shirt. And the other thing about it.
The better thing, really.
What it's all about is obviously Alakazam. We are a big community. Everyone that joins us, you are part of the Alakazam family, and we know we're the friendliest community out there in Magic. And the idea is, if you see someone, if you're at a convention, you see someone wearing this T-shirt, you know you're from the same clan. You're from the same group. So if you see someone standing by themselves, new to a convention, and they're wearing this T-shirt, go over, make them feel part of it, and let's really start building our community. So we'll give you more information about those T-shirts and everything else in the very near future.
100%. So that is something we're looking into, the T-shirts, and I think I did actually get. I'm going to have a look on it because I did actually get AD onto it, but whether he has done it or not.
You'll have to chase him up tomorrow if he hasn't.
I know, I will, but I just want to see because I did ask him, so maybe he has done it. I'm just going to have a look, just out of curiosity. But, again, thank you everyone who has picked one up. Shout out to Harold, Gordon, Kenneth, Jason, Chris. Tons of you are picking it up, so thank you very much, guys. Honestly, you have got a killer routine on its way to you. Richard has just picked one up. A killer routine on its way to you tomorrow because this is released, okay? So it means in the morning it will be sent to you. It's not pre-release, it is now fully out there.
Yep. Let's have a look here. What do you have it under? T-shirt, maybe?
Could be. Oh yeah, it could be. It could be AlakazamM.
No.
Interesting. Oh, we've also a restocking up on some great effects. We're just waiting for the packaging to arrive. But again, ones that haven't been available for a while. Which I'm looking forward to as well. Sorry, I've been really antisocial, but I'm just really looking forward to seeing if they've got something there.
We need to one of mine that we need to get back in is we have to get He's Not Here back.
Yes.
We need to get on that one.
Yep, I agree.
So many
he hasn't done it yet.
No, Jamie, I apologise, but I do agree. He has not done it yet. I do not think.
All right, we'll get on to him tomorrow.
Honestly. Absolutely. But again, this is about Bane today, and again, anyone who's picked it up, congratulations.
Walter said, Peter, how about adding Alakazam crew pics on the back of the T-shirts? Even though I think that's a lovely, fantastic idea, I don't think anyone wants to walk around with my face on the back of their T-shirt. Maybe his.
No, not mine either. That would be a good idea. But yeah, we want it to be, basically, I want to wear a T-shirt when I go to the gym, and I don't want a picture of my dad's face on the back, and my mum, all right, and Buddy, and Andy, and Emma, and Wayne. Don't want any of them on it, all right? So, anywho, we will get onto that as soon as we'll keep you updated. But again, tonight is about Bane, and again, anyone who's picked it up, I know you're going to have so much fun with it. Let us know how you present it, because again, it's so easily adaptable. Let us know any jokes you come up about it, any one-liners that seem to happen if you do the first dates version. Let us know, because again, this is just killer, and it's in the people's hands. You never know what can happen.
That's it, and I think we should set up a Facebook group for Bane as well, where people can, because I think people are going to run with it in different ways and put together different presentations. Darren Bane said...
I was just going to say, I've had an idea. I've not discussed it with you, but I like the idea of it. I think that you should have an AlakazamM spotlight series on YouTube. And every week you get AlakazamM customers send in their performances of an AlakazamM trick. And one a week gets picked and posted to your YouTube channel. And you spotlight that performance of one of the AlakazamM tricks from the AlakazamM fam. That would be really interesting.
Do you know what? This is something we've tried to do before, and we didn't have many people sending them in. It's a great idea, and we would love to do it. If you are a member of the AlakazamM fam or the Alaka fam, and you do perform one of our tricks, send us in a video, and we will love to highlight it and put it on our socials. Lee Alex said, Jamie, can you explain the name Bane?
So it means to poison. I think it means to kill by poison. So it's just another word for poison, basically. I basically just googled synonyms for poison and it came up, and I was like, "Well, that sounds all right. We'll go with that."
Yeah.
And then Darren Bane got really annoyed because I didn't use his name.
Well,
called
the
it
thing
Darren.
was, Darren Bane has been waiting for the poison add-on deck to come out for a good year or so.
More than that.
Yeah, more than that. And a couple of months ago, I let slip that we've got a trick coming out. Well, I mentioned the word Bane and I mentioned the word poison. So Darren got very excited, thinking it was the poison add-on deck, which is coming soon, Darren. So, guys, I just want to thank everyone for joining us tonight for our first live launch of 2023. It's been a brilliant one.
It's
and
been so good.
Such a great routine. Our next live launch is happening mid-March. And once again, it's an item that's really been anticipated by everyone. I'm going to drop a little teaser trailer in.
We've got so many.
In a moment.
We've got so many.
We have got so many
And
great
you filmed
releases.
a full performance of an effect yesterday, which isn't out next month. Well, it might be, but I think probably the month after.
Yeah.
Which again is so good.
Yep.
And got a reaction I've never had before as well.
Really?
Yeah, I told you about it. They literally stood there.
Oh, yeah. And watch you do 3 other tricks.
Yeah, and
with
was
their
still
jaw
just like
dropped.
with that over that same trick. Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so all it leaves us to do is thank our creator and our very good friend and prominent member of the Alaka fam, Mr. Jamie Dawes. And thank you guys for tuning in and being part of this live launch. Without you, there would be no live launches. So thank you for spending your evening with us.
Absolutely.
Remember, we are back this Thursday with Luca Volpe for his academy. If you haven't got your tickets already, go pick them up. They're only $19.99. And remember, even if you can't make it live, you'll get a recording of the evening for you to keep and enjoy forever. And remember, after the event, the price will go back up to $24.99. So go save yourself a $5 now. Stick it in your basket. It's going to be fantastic.
Definitely.
And thank you everyone that's given us the lovely comments about the live launch. Brian J, what a fabulous live launch. Phil Evans, great launch. Lee Alex, fantastic. Jim Chopper, thanks. Magic Allen, woohoo, Jamie.
Lovely.
So, yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Without you, your support, your positivity, and that we wouldn't be having these. So thank you for supporting AlakazamMagicUK. And also, thank you for your support outside of the live launches as well.
Yeah.
The company is growing at a rate we never really thought it would. Which is fantastic. And thank you for all the support on our socials as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Harry's doing a great job coming up with content every single day just to entertain you. And thank you very much for the support there. Darren Bane says, best name trick of the year.
Oh, he's not going to like Darren then, that's coming out later.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
So guys, thank you very much. I'm going to leave you with this trailer, but we will see you hopefully on Thursday for the Academy.
Yes, we will.
Yeah?
Yeah, we will. Also, hit the follow button if you haven't done already on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, we're so close to 50,000 on TikTok. So hit the follow button on there because we are nearly at 50k.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay.
Also, nice to meet anyone like Magic that we met at Blackpool. Nice
Yes.
to meet all of you.
Yes.
Lovely.
Put faces to the names.
Yes.
Right. We're off, but enjoy this little teaser.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
If you're wondering where the Chinese coin is, that's still underneath the box. There you go, that's it. No. Hey, my name's Craig Pepe, and let me tell you something. In the summer of 2022, I bought out with AlakazamMagicUK the Mirage coin set Extreme. It quickly became one of the most popular coin sets of all time. Coin workers and non-coin workers all over the world have started using the Mirage coin set in their working repertoire, and many people have said that the Mirage coin set has actually actually started getting them to perform coin magic, which they never did before. Well, I've had so many requests to bring out other coin sets, and that's the plan. As part of the Mirage range here at Alakazam Magic, I am super excited to bring to you the Apparition coin set.